Hey, I'm Dr. Steve Stokes, and one of the things people ask me about all the time is my thoughts on saunas. Well, I own a sauna, and I actually get a sauna about 5 times a week. So I've been doing that for a couple of years. And so tonight, I thought I would just share with you my sauna routine. It's informal, and hope you get something out of it. Saunas are one of the best things you can add to your routine to promote health. Here's my approach. The first thing I do before I get in the sauna is I fill up a container of fridge water, and this is a triple filtered fridge water, so it's basically just dead. And what I'll do with that is I'll put these trace mineral drops in to sort of replenish some of the mineral content back into the water. Otherwise the water is just sterile. So I put a couple of drops of that in there, and I drink this throughout the sauna, and I also make sure I drink a little bit before I get in the sauna. The other thing I do is I take a binder. So one of the things that I believe the sauna does is it helps to draw toxins out of the cells. And specifically in my case, I had some previous exposure to mercury, so I want to make sure that I don't redistribute any of that mercury in my system. So what I'll do is I'll take a binder. Now, a traditional binder that most people know about would be charcoal, and charcoal does work pretty good. But I mean, if you're going to take charcoal every day or 5 days a week for years and years, you're probably going to cause other problems in your body. So I don't like the idea of taking charcoal for an extended period of time. What I found that works better and is safer and healthier is this chlorella. And the one I like is Dr. Mercola fermented chlorella. And I find these are really well tolerated by my system. I'll take a handful of these, what's that, maybe 7 or 8 of those, and I'll just pop those 15 minutes before I get in the sauna. And I find that these work wonderfully. And what this is these do 2 things actually. Chlorella is a binder. So what it's going to do, and it's a specific binder for heavy metals. And of course, like I mentioned with mercury, that's a heavy metal. This is something that really helps with that. So what the chlorella does is it binds to the toxins that are released by the sauna process, and then it helps pass those out through my GI tract, right? So that way they don't get redistributed. Because one of the things that can happen is if you have a lot of heavy metals in your cells, you do a sauna and those toxins get released into the blood and they can get redistributed. We don't want that. We don't want the mercury going from one part of your body to another, just causing more problems. So what the binders do is they grab it and they hold on to it and allow your body to naturally remove it from the system. Now, chlorella also has another good attribute other than binding, and that is that it's a bit of a chelator too. So it also helps promote the release of those chemicals, or in this case, those toxins, out of your system, as well as binding them. I really like this stuff. The fermented is what really works for me. It's easy on my stomach, and like I said, I'll take a handful of these, and you can take 5 or 6 of these little pills a couple of times a day. If I go out with friends and I'm going to have a lot of seafood, for example, because I know the seafood has high mercury content usually, especially if I eat swordfish or some of these larger fish, I'll actually take these with me and I'll eat them beforehand, So fermented chlorella is a great addition. So I take those and I drink some water. So let's just do that right now. And then we will move to the sauna. You get used to swallowing them all at once. Okay, let's go to the sauna and let me show you how that works. Okay, the next thing we do after we've drank some water and taken the binders is we come out by the sauna, and before I get in the sauna, I do 5 minutes of very light activity to get the blood circulating. So over the years, I've found the best thing is rebounding. So I have a small rebounder over here, and I'm just going to jump on it gently for a couple of minutes. just to get the circulation going and to loosen up the lymphatic system, to get the lymphatic tissues, the lymphatic fluids moving properly. And that's going to assist me when I get in the sauna and I want to detox. So here's how it looks. We come out here and we just gently do some rebounding. And the idea here is that we're not trying out for Cirque du Soleil or anything like that. I'm not trying out for the gymnastics program here in Cape Coral. I'm just bouncing, right? And my feet are not even leaving the rebounder. I'm just gently allowing this gentle motion to go through my body and allow the lymphatics to activate. And I do this for maybe, I don't know, it could be anywhere from 2 minutes. Sometimes if I'm really into it, I may do 3 or 4 minutes, but usually it's just a couple of minutes of this gentle rebounding, just until I start to feel like I've warmed up a little bit. And usually I wait till my heart rate gets up a little bit high, and then I'm all set and ready to move on. Okay, so after we've warmed up on the rebounder, the next thing I'm going to do is actually get in the sauna. Now the sauna's been warming up for a few minutes. This is a sauna ray sauna. So this is a special type of an infrared sauna with ceramic heaters. It's only made in one place in the whole world, and that's up in Canada. It is the best sauna that you can possibly ever buy, the safest, the least toxic, and we'll get into a little bit more about the actual sauna when we get inside. But it's 100% Canadian basswood. There is no toxins used, such as glues and binders and fillers when they make the sauna. They have beeswax finish on the outside. And one of the things I did was I changed the light bulb inside to a red light so that when I get in, I can, not be exposed to any blue light activity, because I want to be able to relax inside. But we'll do more about that when we get inside. So I normally will get in the sauna without any clothes on. I'll just show you here. Okay, I'm just turn the camera around to show you my setup. I have a little bench there where I have a big towel and a small towel. I have a hat to wear, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get changed, and then I'm gonna see you guys on the inside. Ready for the sauna, and we're gonna go ahead and hit it. And it's nice and warm in there. So this is an infrared sauna by Sauna Ray, and I go in at a temperature of 130 degrees Fahrenheit. I find I do not need more heat than that to get my goals, because it is a infrared sauna. Let's go in. There's a good picture of that ceramic heater we spoke about, and this particular model has 5 of those here and here. The only modifications I've made to this sauna are I put in the red light, and other than that, I have added down here this little Himalayan salt rock, and I just like that. It makes the air in here a little more ionized and more comfortable. Okay, so we are now in the sauna, and I'm wearing a hat because my wife says that if you wear a hat in the sauna, it protects your hair. And God knows I need as much protection for my hair as I can. So I always wear the hat. But now we're in the sauna. Now this will only take me 20 minutes because it's infrared. 20 minutes to get a really good sweat and to detoxify my body, warm up really nicely, but not like you would get in a steam sauna where the heat becomes so overwhelming that you're almost burning the lungs. And I've been in those saunas and I find that I get sick after and stuff. So I find that the ceramic infrared heating elements and this setup is ideal. It gives me the optimal amount of detox, the pleasantry of the heat. The heat is just like I'm laying out in the sun. It's just gorgeous, beautiful. And it doesn't stress me out, right? Doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna die, but gives me a good sweat. And afterwards, I always feel so good. So we're just getting started now, and I'm going to check in with you towards the end of the sauna, let you know how it went. Again, if you're looking at a sauna, the only choice is Sauna Ray Sauna. These guys handcraft every sauna. They use the ceramic infrared heaters. They don't use those black plastic looking heaters that all the cheap saunas have. Those are floor heaters, and they come from China. In fact, you know, like the 4 or 5 top sauna sellers in the United States, even the big name ones that you think are so good, they're not made in America. They're made in China and they're imported to America and resold. And I mean, look, do I need to say more? You don't want something from China. You don't want it because those Chinese saunas, they use glue and filler on the construction, and when you heat up that, it releases toxins into the environment. And what you're in here for in the first place is to get away from that, right? I began my adventure with using saunas because I was exposed to a toxic level of mercury after I had my mercury fillings removed. And I went online, did all the research. This was the company that I chose. I'm very happy with the choice. And I have told hundreds of people about SaunaRay saunas. If you buy one of these saunas, you will be happy with it. You will have a sauna for life. They're incredible, great staff, a great company to put your money behind, you know, a Canadian company. They're not that bad up there in Canada. They're a hell of a lot better than the Chinese companies, trust me. So again, if you're in the market for a sauna, consider SaunaRay Sauna. And on their website, they've got great videos that explain the difference between why you would not want to purchase those foreign saunas. Okay, usually when I'm in here, I will listen to some music. SaunaRay has a port on the outside that I can plug my iPhone in, so I don't have to bring my phone into the sauna. Instead, I can plug it in and I can listen to the music through a speaker system they have underneath the seat. Of course, I have my phone in here right now because I'm filming this, but I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to listen to some music and I'm going to get my sauna, and I'm going to check in with you again in a few minutes when we're done. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes in the sauna and it's hot, and we're using these white towels to wipe our sweat off of our bodies every 5 or 6 minutes. We want to get the sweat away from the skin so the toxins in the sweat don't go back into the system. So we use the white towels and we wipe our bodies to make sure that everything gets, you know, cleaned up properly. And if I may add, we're also drinking water. We're drinking the water that has the electrolytes in it, the trace minerals that I showed you in the beginning. You may notice in the background some music. That's the type of music I play when I'm in the sauna. Just relaxing, meditative music. The idea in here is to just relax and just allow the infrared energy to do its thing, you know? That's the key. And I feel comfortable knowing that I have those binders in my system. So I'm not going to be redistributing any of that mercury or whatever else is laying dormant in my body. Normally when I'm done with this, I'll run out to the pool, take a dip, rinse off, and then I'll lay down and relax for maybe 10 minutes after the sauna, after the pool dip, just to get myself back together again, and then I'm off to the races, right? That's it. Like I said before, I do one of these saunas probably 5 mornings a week. I'm doing one tonight at nighttime, which is unusual for me, but I had some business I had to do this morning. I didn't have time. So when that happens, I just push my morning routine to the evening, really. But ideally for me, I get up early in the morning, I do a sauna at around 6 o'clock and get everything done before I start my day. And so that's my normal routine. What's great about a sauna is, well, number one, a 20-minute infrared sauna at 130 degrees burns a couple 100 calories. So if you do nothing else but get a sauna, 5 days a week, you're probably gonna burn close to 1 pound a week in excess tissue, right? So that's what's so great about it, is that it activates the metabolism. It's like going for a run without having to do anything. You just sit in here. So the sauna is great for that. That's a no-brainer, right? If you want to lose some weight, if you're worried about that type of stuff or caloric intake, hit the sauna. Sometimes if I cheat at night, my friends make me go to, say, Bonefish or P.F. Chang's and eat all that good food that I'm not supposed to eat. I'll come home. Sometimes I'll do a second sauna that night just to get those couple 100 calories out of my system. The other thing about saunas
is that it activates stress hormones, right? So the idea is that a sauna produces a controlled stress to the body. And with repeated use, we can basically increase our body's adaptation to stress, meaning we can handle more stress. So this is a great passive way of doing that, right? Great passive way of just making our constitution stronger, basically, is what we're talking about. And then there are a lot of sort of esoteric ideas about saunas, which may or may not have valid evidence. I tend to think they do, but I'm not going to argue the point if people don't think they do. And that is the idea that the infrared sauna helps break down fat tissue. And we know that fat tissue is where a lot of the toxins are stored. So the concept is I'm breaking down fat tissue, I'm releasing those toxins into my system, the binders are grabbing them, and I'm eliminating it through my feces and my urine, right? So it's a great way to detox. Plus, you know what? I live in Florida. So people say, why do you have a sauna in Florida, right? Because you're in the heat all day long. It's not the same thing, man. There's nothing like this beautiful warmth you get from a sauna ray infrared sauna. These ceramic heating elements, man, I just feel like I'm laying on a beach. You know what I mean? It's just gorgeous. I can't explain it. You have to try it. When people come stay with me, which I get a lot of visitors because I'm in Florida, they always want to go to the sauna. I can never get them out of the sauna. I bought a 2-person sauna. In truth, I should have bought a 4-person sauna. Whatever size you're thinking about getting, I encourage you to buy a bigger one. You will not regret it. In fact, the sauna purchase is probably the single most beneficial thing that myself or anybody can do for their health. And I mean that. And I have a lot of cool toys. I have PMF machines that are $30,000 each. I have lasers. I have all the toys, all the gadgets. The sauna is the biggest bang for your buck. This thing does the most. It helps reduce pain by increasing your stress level, your stress adaptation levels, right? Detoxification, keeps your weight in check. You can't beat the sauna. Hope this was informative and you liked it. If so, give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel. If you're interested in anything I had to say, you can ask questions below. I answer everything. And if you like these type of informal videos where I show some of my routines, let me know and I'll do more of them. Thanks and have a great day.